Hello, Monsters Abound here. I've got two dreams, two plans before I hit the grand old age of 40. The first is to get super jacked up like He-Man so I too can carry off some furry pants. And second of all is to build my own spaceship. Now the first one isn't going very well because I'm lazy, but the second one could well be within reach because this is Space Haven. It's currently in Kickstarter. I think it's got like 10 days or something left to go. It's been funded already, like several times over. And I got a little key for it. And this is pre-alpha, so I will preference this. But I actually get quite annoyed sometimes because things don't work, despite the fact it's pre-alpha, because it is actually already really fun. So you start off with sort of like a big old blob in space here. So we've got four people. We've got Jenna, Camrian, Heston, and Hillary. They've all got different. Apparently Hillary was a florist, and she's now iron-willed, as are most florists, I imagine. We've got a charming lawyer. We've got a spacefaring farmer, and whoever this guy is, I can't. Jenna, there you go. Jenna was a medical assistant, and she's a necro. Oh, that's not what I thought that was. No, she just likes the dark. Okay, well that's good. Okay, good. So we start off with a little spaceship in space, weirdly enough. I say spaceship, actually it's more like a block. We've just got a block with a couple of pods here, so pods can go and do some mining stuff and all that kind of good stuff. They can also build extra bits to your ship. We've got a shuttle here, so that can carry you to different places. We've got an airlock, that's how you get out of the ship, assuming you want to, but there's very little atmosphere outside. We've got some stores, some storage there, and we've got a reactor. And that's all we've got at the moment. That's it. Just four people, and I'm guessing no oxygen in here, so that's why they're all wearing spacesuits. So realistically, we probably need to get some oxygen in here. But first, what we're going to do is we're going to build a tool facility. So I'm going to put the tool facility somewhere like there, sure, and then we'll let the little people just kick to it. Now I kind of know what they're going to ask us to do next because I've already played through a bit. So next we're going to get life support. So there's a life support there. I'm going to pop that. I kind of already have an idea of where things are going to go. So we'll pop that there. We'll also get a C2 scrubber to make sure that our air stays, clean. So I'll get that going there, something like that. That seems pretty good. We also need to get some power on. There's two different... So here's the reactor, and you can link your reactor to different parts of your ship. But you need power modules or power nodes to do that. So we're going to get a power node, and I reckon if we pop him about there, and then maybe you could pop one. We could pop one there. It's just not quite close enough. And we can get wall ones that just sit on the wall. The problem is they tend to be quite limited because as they're on the wall, they tend to power a lot of the outside of the ship, which isn't so good. So our little people are going to get to that. They've already built the tool thing. Yeah, they built the tool facility. That's good. You can see it's not plugged in yet, so we need to get it plugged in. And in fact, what I'm going to do, I think, is we're going to get some walls. Let's get, I don't know, that wall? Sure. We'll put it like there. Just for the moment. It's looking pretty good. We'll get a nice little door as well. I'm going to get this door. Bosh. There we go. Excellent. Now the little people are going to run around and start building stuff. There we go. Excellent. So we've got some air and we've got some walls. Of course, the two important things in space, air and walls. You don't have air and you don't have walls, you don't have any way of keeping the air in. Otherwise, it just escapes. And space is, I don't know if you know this, but very large. So that can cause some problems. So we're going to get a power node. I think we're going to pop you. Let's put you on the other side of the wall. So let's pop you like there. Right, now we've got this power node constructed. So we can actually, currently he's not doing anything. He's not linked up to the generator. So we can actually create a link. We can pop him there. And that creates a link. And that will then power the generator. And you can see we've actually got some lights. In fact, some people, look, Heston here, he's decided to take off his spacesuit. So has Hillary. That's good, right? Yeah, probably. I don't know. Is it a little bit cold? Let's check the temperature. Okay, temperature is -4, so it's chilly. It's definitely chilly. It's getting chillier. Hard to tell. Okay, fine. No problem. You're all doing that stuff. Good. We probably want some heaters next because you need heat. So let's get some heaters like there. Just finishing off this power debris. There we go. We can link him up. We can link him up to either. Let's just link him up to that one for the moment. That seems fine. So there we go. We've got some oxygen being pumped out there. Now this is operational. This still isn't hooked up, so we need another power node. If I pop you there, something like that, then we can just link them all together. Good. Okay, so we've got some heat eventually once they get to it. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. There we go. You can see the little frosty specks on the ground are now melting away, and we get some heat there. Now everyone's going to be nice and toasty and warm, not freezing in space, of course. Air, walls, and heat in space, all very important things. So we need some lights now. They told us that people are scared in the dark. I mean, it is fair. Space is a scary scary place. There's lots of aliens in space, and lots of them aren't very friendly. The xenomorphs from Aliens, the Klingons, they're not very friendly either. I mean, there's a lot of people in space aren't very friendly. So we should get some lights so that our people aren't scared in the dark. So we'll get some lights going on. They only want you to build one. They don't really care that much. There you go. And now we can expand our space hull. That's right. Oh, this is the best bit. So we're going to get a hull. We can build extra hull. There's our ship. You can see that's our airlock there. And what we're going to do, actually, is... Because I want a bridge. If I do something like that... And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually expand all of this. Go do that. So go do that, and then we need somewhere for the engine. So I'm gonna do something like. It's not quite. I want it to be nice and sort of symmetrical. Otherwise, it looks weird. So we'll do something like that. There we go. Right. There we go. And now you can see our pods have disappeared. There they are. They're flying underneath the ship and creating more spaceship. Apparently that's how that works. Don't ask questions. That's just how it works. Now we need a bed and a toilet. Yes, because you can't... Obviously, oxygen, heat, walls, and toilets all very important. Because otherwise, you can't poop. And if you can't poop, that's unfortunate. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to furniture and we're going to just whack some beds down for the moment because we can always move them later. So just pop some beds down, and we'll also pop a toilet down because everyone needs a toilet. They're not going to have much solitude, much privacy. So we're just going to pop it there, and everyone can watch them go when they go. Because they literally just sit on the space toilet and go for a poo, and they're going to have to do that in view of everyone, like they're in prison. Although it is kind of like a prison because they're surrounded and they can't get out. Well, that's a lie because they can get out. Because if we zoom out, we can see we're not alone out here. They've got stuff here. We've got some resources. There's some asteroids here. We've had minerals. So we've got some metals. There's some noble metals. And we've got some ice over there. And we've also got a derelict. So these derelicts are ships that, for whatever reason, aren't occupied anymore. There could be things on them, and we're going to go and find out. And we can actually salvage the bits and pieces to give ourselves some extra stuff. So we're going to do that once we finish construction of our hull, I think. So if we go to hull, I want to add a little bit more like that. So we've got a nice area for the bridge. We've got some engines. We've got some extra living space. We could also increase this, couldn't we? Let's do something like that. I have to be a little bit careful because we've got only so many hull blocks. This game is, at this moment in time, quite brutally difficult because it's not very forgiving on resources, and it is pre-alpha, so it's, you know, balancing has yet to take place. So you kind of have to take that in a stride. So I have got annoyed in places because little people haven't been doing what I've been telling them to do, or they've been doing weird shit. But again, it's pre-alpha, and I get annoyed because the game's so much fun at the moment. I kind of forget it is pre-alpha, but it is quite good. So currently our little people are asleep. They continue complaining about being in the dark. Frankly, I think I sleep in the dark. Get it together, guys. Get it to fucking together. Honest to God. Alright, well, let's get some more walls because we need them. So, I want something... Right, so this area will be our little kitchen. And then we'll have a space bedroom. And then some other stuff. I don't quite know what I'm going to do yet, but it's going to be fine. So we want a door there. Something like that. A door there and a door there. Now, the only problem is that heat doesn't actually pass through walls. So that means that we are going to have some extra heaters. Sort of like here. To heat this area. We probably want some heaters like here as well. But there's lots of stuff going on. Lots of building. So what I'll probably do is put a little cut in here. Until we kind of finished the hull and stuff. Okay, so we've almost finished. I've also done some segmenting of the ship. So we've kind of got a main corridor here. We've got what I'm going to make a kitchen here. We've also got some sleeping quarters. I've also given them some privacy because they were tending to, like, whenever anyone went to the toilet, and they do tend to do this anyway, they just kind of like go and stand around while people are using it and have a chat. And I don't know about you, but I would find that a little bit disconcerting, but apparently they seem fine with it. But I guess if you're living on a ship, then you just kind of have to make do with it. So we're going to pop all that there, and we can now move the beds. So we're going to put the beds in here. There's currently no quality for items, so it doesn't matter who you get to build it or move it. They don't really have an issue with that. I'm guessing that might change later. But for the moment, it doesn't really matter. So we've got a nice little bunk room in there. That's all fine. We need to link up this power node over there. There we go. So there's our bridge. That's going to be our bridge. And I've just made sure we've got another oxygen debris there, life support, just in case. And we probably want to just have a quick check at the gas, at the oxygen level. So oxygen's actually okay all over the place. We're all pretty good, so I'm happy with that. Temperature's okay. Here's a little bit chilly, but here, this is where I'm going to put the production. So, if we want to build more stuff, so at the moment we're using things like the basic block, we're using the whole block to create stuff. Now, what we want to do is we want to be able to create more of those. So we're going to pop, if I put you here, do I want to move that door over? Yes, probably. Okay, if we pop you there, what we'll do is we'll actually dismantle you. So let's let them get on with that. Good. Right, now what we want to do is we want to create a spacesuit door because this stuff outputs horrible chemicals. So we're going to want to make sure everyone in this room has a suit on. So apparently that's important. Because it tells you to do that. I'm not sure if that's the best idea, but it tells you to do it, and they seem fairly happy doing it, so I guess we'll just let them get to it. I'm tempted to move the power generator as well, but what we're going to do next is we're going to add some systems. So we're going to add the hyperdrive. As you can see, it's a bit of a beast. We're going to pop him in like there, I think, and then we've got a bridge, which we'll pop there. I don't know what the bigger bridge does. Just has more people. Communicating with other spaceships. Oh, interesting. Okay, well, I'll pop that there. So now we've got some engines, we've got a bridge, so this is all starting to, it's all coming together. Oh, it's so good. I'm making my own spaceship. Look at this. And we've got a proper, oh, it looks, considering we started with a box, this is now looking super good. It's taken me a little while to kind of get this design down because, as I say, if you use all your hull blocks, you can't then expand your ship. If you don't have the room to put some of these things down, you run out of resources, there's not really much way to get more of them. You can salvage ships, but the resources, while useful, tend to disappear quite quickly. In fact, I think the whole sort of resource system is a little bit out of whack, at least in my opinion. But I say it is pre-alpha, so you kind of have to just let it take. I mean, you can't really complain about it. What I do need to do is add a kitchen. So we'll pop that there. I also want some furniture. We will have... I'm going to put down a normal table. And the reason I'm going to put down a normal table rather than these couches is because I've seen some weird behaviour with the couches. Including... We put... I could put another... If I do that and put another table in. Something like that. There we go. I've seen some strange behaviour where, like, someone exited the airlock, flew all the way around the ship, and then jumped into the seat through the side of the ship, which was a little bit odd. So we're going to try it this way instead and see if that... oh, are you trapped? You're trapped. Okay, we'll dismantle that. You're going to dismantle it? No, you're having lunch now. And apparently, yeah, this is one of the... Okay, so at the moment, you can see their schedule here. They're currently free time. And it's because they're free time, they're like, well, I'm going to be honest. Although we're trapped by the chair, we're not going to dismantle it because it's not my job, mate. So unfortunately, Hillary, I'm going to tell you to... Right, Hillary, you are going to work. Are you going to do that now? Who else is there? Hillary and... Okay, well, we're just going to have to... Right. No one sleeps until the chair is gone. Who's going to get rid of the chair? Anyone? Anyone? Get rid of... Thank you. Right, finally. Someone has got... Fuck me. Right, okay, you can go to sleep now. Now the problem has been fixed. You may go to bed. Go on, bugger off. Yeah, they do tend to get stuck and then do weird shits. So we're going to try and not to let them get stuck. In fact, what we could do is put that up against the... No. No, we'll leave it like that. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Everyone's fairly happy. We should get some lights, really, shouldn't we? It does cost basic blocks, and we don't really have any. Okay, what we need to do, once they wake up, is we need to go and scavenge some stuff. So we're going to do that as soon as they wake up. Who is best at shooting? You are rubbish at shooting. You are 2. You are 0. You are 1. Okay, Heston Blumenthal, you are our man. So once you've had breakfast, let you have some breakfast, and you're going to explore a derelict ship by yourself. Enjoy. It should be great. I say great. It should be traumatic. So we'll see that they just like pop into the toilet and have a chat with each other, and while they wait their turn, it's like, come on, guys, wait outside. Good God. Okay, Heston, we're going to draft you. We're going to send you over. We're going to get some stuff out, namely a big old gun. So we're going to get the gun, pop that in use, and then we're going to board the shuttle. Come on, Heston, board the shuttle. There we go. Board the shuttle. In we go. Right, he's on the shuttle, and then we're going to fly it over the derelicts, and they should have. Yep, there's an airlock there, so we will dock with the ship. Except that. There you go, there's our shuttle flying along. While everyone else is just sort of doing their stuff on the ship. Not sure what they're up to, but I'm sure they're having a wild old time. Okay, now we're going to get out to the ship. Right, Heston, he's in his spacesuit because of course there's no oxygen here. So we're going to explore the ship. Okay, so far so good. So we need to search the interior of the ship. So there's a little desk. Now we can't build those sort of desks, so I guess there must be more stuff coming, which is very exciting. Let's have a look. Okay, that's the bridge. Facing the wrong way. That would upset me. I wouldn't like that at all. But that's, that's their choice. It's an aesthetic choice, not mine. But it's fine. What do we have in here? Little beds. Someone's bedroom, I guess. Okay, let's head down towards the engine now. Some supplies on the floor, though. We can on the floor there. We can scavenge them. Okay, there's a data pad there, which we can actually pick up. So we'll grab that, and we'll go and have a look at the last room. Oh, it's a thing. Oh my God, it's creepy. Oh, apparently their engines exploded by the looks of it. That's a bit of a bugger because they won't be able to salvage them. Never mind. Okay, so let's head them back to. Let's head Heston back. Heston Blumenthal, not just a chef. So we're going to send him back there, and we can then salvage. So we can see. So this is the stuff on the ship that we can salvage. We can also wreck some stuff and get that back. Unfortunately, this ship was really disappointing. There is nothing on this. This is probably the worst salvage I've ever got from a ship. So great, fantastic. Okay, so now we need to make sure that the ship is undrafted and it will fly back, and our people should go over and grab some bits and pieces. Now, unfortunately, that amount of salvage is really bad. So I'm not sure if we'll actually... Because I need a... Okay. Right, we're going to move this power conduit. We're going to move it down here. The reason I'm going to move down there because I need to power this. Because if I don't power it, then we don't have any way to actually create more building blocks. We don't have any, so we then could not build anything and we'd be a bit stuffed, unfortunately. So that's, I say, this game is brutally difficult at the moment. It's like literally you can make one wrong move and you just dick yourself over. I had to play quite a few games to get to a point where I was like quite confident with what I could do. But it's so entertaining. I can't wait. Things like trading is coming up. You can't trade at the moment, I don't think. So we're going to like just ferry the supplies over. So people are going to go over to the ship. They're going to tear everything down they can find, transport it to the airlock, and then they're going to head back. So they should be on. Are they on board? They're on board. Yeah, they are on board. And we're all flying back now. And unfortunately, someone hasn't stoked the reactor. So the reactor needs these reactor rods here. And if they don't do it, then the reactor turns off and everyone freezes. Where are you? Camrian? Wait, dude. The only thing I would say about these people, and obviously, you know, pre-alpha again, the only thing I'd say about these people is that they are, I'm going to be honest, quite blasé about their oxygen levels. And I feel like for space people, like there really should be a little bit more focused on how much oxygen. They do tend to just float around and be like, ah, that's fine. Oxygen, everyone's got it. And you can see it slowly, and I don't know where he's... What the fuck are you doing, you maniac? Why are you doing that? You fucking crazy bastard. How did you even manage that? I don't even know. I guess it's okay, fine, whatever. Schedule, leisure. Yeah, well, you're also choking to death because you're running out of oxygen, you prick. Come on, get back in there, you knobhead. Oh, good God. These people. Oh, Heston, sorry, you can undraft. So go and get a cup of coffee. Off you go. Right, so what we need to do is we need to move this power conduit over here so we can power this. And then we need to mine this, the base metals, and then we can make some more basic blocks. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to put a little cut in here until we kind of got that going. Okay, so we've got it powered up now, which is great. So now we can refine some stuff. So we can say we want some basic blocks. Let's get like 20 of them. Now we need these base metals. We don't have any of them at the moment. We can just check that. I'm fairly almost certain we don't have any. Right, so we've got 0 at the moment. So what we can do is we can actually click on this asteroid over here and we can say I want to collect all of these minerals. And now we will find that they'll pop into these pods. The pods will fly off and they'll actually come over here and start mining all these base metals and bringing them back to us. And once we've got all of them, we can then start doing some refining. So we want to go on to the priorities here. We want to find who's good at refining. Okay, you're good at refining. So I'll make you do refining, fabricating. Yeah, sure, whatever. Let's make you do all the constructing. The engine, diplomacy. I've not been able to do any diplomacy as of yet. So I don't know if that actually does work or not. I'm guessing maybe not, but I could be wrong. I'm wondering if this is powered up, whether you can, because you can actually set... Right, so, as you say, trading, how do you trade with people? Well, although we're currently in this system, right, we've seen this derelict, we've scavenged everything we can from it, it was very disappointing, rubbish. However, we can actually go, and we can see we've got an entire system here to go and explore. So if we jump to this system, there's another derelict there. If we go to the legend, we can actually see there's a derelict, there's some ice there, and some stuff. And there's more systems, more systems, more systems. And you can see some of these blips here are some of the other factions. And you can actually meet other spaceships traveling around. And in fact, it's not just one system, it's 2 systems and 3. And also, you know, an entire galaxy. So each one of these systems contains multiple different stops that you can do. So once we've got our hyperspace engines up and running, what we can do is jump from point to point in the system. And if we want to jump to another system, we can then go to this node here, and we then have to build hyperspace sleepers to travel to the next system. I've not done that yet because, say, I have not had a good enough run where I've actually managed to sort of secure enough resources to expand my ship any. And my people keep doing stupid things and dropping dead, like, you know, getting sleepy and then falling asleep on a derelict and running out of oxygen, suffocating to death because, you know, that seems fine. So we're just going to continue on. We should have right. Waiting for resources. Fine. So once we've got some resources, we should be able to build those basic blocks. Once we've got some basic blocks, we can then finish off our ship, and that should be all great. So I'm going to just put another cut in here to just wait until we've got some refining going on. So we can see Camrian here. He's now refining stuff, so he's producing some plates. There we go. They're going to grab them and dump them into the stores. So we should see the number of basic blocks increase. Maybe. Who cares? Doesn't matter. Anyway, what we're going to do is we need some more lights and also some more power stuff. So let's go. Do I want a power node? Yeah. Let's pop a power node there. Let's get a wall power thing like here, and then we want some furniture, so we want some more lights here. I think that should probably be fine, I think. We want some more lights in this corridor as well, because it's a bit dark. There we go. I probably want some more lights in here. I think I can do this. I think that'll be okay. Oh yeah, we need to link these up. So let's link that. There we go. You can actually give them custom priorities, and I do tend to like give the reactor a custom priority, but I don't know whether like priority 1 is the maximum priority, right? Priority 1 or priority 10 is the maximum, and the tooltips don't currently exist, so I don't quite understand. Yeah, no tooltip add yet. Yeah, fair enough. But I guess priority 10 means it's very high priority. But even when it's priority 10, my little idiots often forget to, you know, keep it stocked up. And there was one time when one of my guys, everyone else was scavenging. Someone came back from mining. They were tuckered out, obviously long day mining, and the reactor was out. So what did they do? They went to bed and suffocated, because I couldn't tell them to stock up the reactor. So they got back and ran out of oxygen. Well done, guys. Anyway, so as I say, this is I know I keep saying it's pre-alpha, so these bugs sort of understandable. But this game is on iOS as well. It's going to be on iOS, which is pretty amazing, I think, that you can get something this complex. It does sound like it's going to be great. A game this complex on that sort of system, just amazing. It just blows my mind, to be honest. So that's going to be really good. We do need some more lights in the where we get crew furniture lights. There we go. Need some more lights in here, don't we? So let's do something like that. Something like that. Let's do one there. I would put a light in the toilet. To be honest, that probably makes sense, doesn't it? How far does this go? Need to check. Electricity. It does. Okay, so we should be able to, I think, put a light here, and then they'll be able to, you know, poo in the light rather than the dark, which sounds pretty good. Okay, so far so good. We're making some stuff. We've mined that out. So what we'll do is we'll mine the rest of these bits. May as well. I mean, we're here, right? So we may as well sort of mine them out now rather than waiting later. And I also want somewhere to grow some food, because obviously that's going to be quite important, isn't it? So what we're going to do is I think we're going to, if we do something like that, and then we put a door in. All right. Have we? Right. No. Dismantle you. And then we can put a door in there, and we'll put some grow bays in here. You're going to trap yourself inside the room, aren't you? Are you going to spaz out, or are you going to be able to deal with the... Nope, you're actually going to go around and... Nope, what's going on? Okay. Okay, you managed to dismantle it at the same time as building the rest of the wall, so that actually worked out fine. Excellent. So we want to get another door. We'll pop that there, and then we're going to grab some... okay. Right, what we're going to do... Food. Now, I have built these big grow bays, but to be honest, I think the grow beds are actually better. So, I'm just going to put, like, some in like that. And then we're going to get some more power. So we do that. and that. And if we then get some lights, there we go, that should be okay. So that's going to be a little growing bay. We've got a little manufacturing bay down there as well. And we've got the main sort of like, I guess this would be the cargo holds, wouldn't it? And we've got somewhere to sit over there. And we should probably, I mean, I know we're kind of running, you know, we don't actually have any resources, but we should probably like get an arcade machine, because who doesn't like playing games, right? Or maybe a jukebox. Everyone likes jukeboxes. So we'll do that, and they'll have somewhere to relax. That'll be all fine. We've got some more stuff being built there. We can then get some food. Food is something I've struggled with repeatedly. I think maybe the grow times might be, or maybe the yields are a bit small for what you actually need to survive. Because I feel like for 4 people, I had 2 big grow bays and 4 little grow bays, and I wasn't producing enough food. Like, I had nowhere near enough water to grow it all. So I think, as I say, pre-alpha, as stated before. So we're going to just let these guys have a little nap, and hopefully then we can build some more resources. I also need to get a CO scrubber in here, because you can see it's starting to fill up with horrible toxic gases, which would be a problem if they weren't going into the, when they come in here, they're in spacesuits, so it's not actually that much of a problem. So that's no big deal. Okay, so we're sort of getting there, but the lack of basic blocks is causing a bit of a problem. But we have managed to complete some stuff. So we've actually got some grow beds. So we're actually going to grow some fruits in that one, and some root vegetables in that one, something like that. We'll get that going. That seems fine. We can also now finally link up our hyperdrive. So now we've got everything we need. We've got a hyperdrive, we've got a bridge, and also we've kind of run out of stuff to do over here. So what we may as well do is jump. So what we're going to do, we're going to prepare for hyperspace. So we're going to do this. This will make our little crew run around, and they will rush to their stations. So there goes someone in the engines. So we're going to go and do the piloting, hopefully. Maybe. Wait, what's going on over here? Can you not? Right. Are you? Right. You were apparently really desperate to fix this to the point where you couldn't decide what you were going to do. Okay, we'll wait until you fixed it. Any day now. Right. Ready? Done? Okay. Right. Now we're going to prepare for jump. There we go. Right. Prepare. So you can see we've got craft. So you can jump whenever you like, but well, as long as your navigation hyperdrive back. I think the crafts have to return, or I'm not entirely sure they have to all return. If you jump without them, then that could be, you know, potentially bad. And we're going to... Right, is everyone... Hyperspace is charging. Are you now going to rush to the... No? Oh, navigation's ready. Good, right. Okay, we can jump. So jumped. We're in hyperspace. There we go. And now we can travel to a brand new bit by double-click on it. And we're going to drop in there. So there we go, we've got another derelict, and we've also got some more minerals. What's this? Carbon. Okay, carbon's not very interesting, so that's generally fine. So let's go and explore. Okay, let's first link up this, like, there we go. So it's looking pretty good. So Heston, where's Heston? There he is. Heston, buddy. You're going to go and explore a brand new spaceship. And hopefully this one's got more shit on it. So let's bring you over here. We'll dock you there. Oh. There's already a bug thing. Kill it. You got it. Good job. Good job, Heston. In here. Oh, another data thing. They tell a bit of a story, which you can read. I'll just click through it quickly. There's the apocalypse. And the Starfarer. And number 2. Just so you know, you can always pause it and read it. I've already seen this about 10 times, so it's fine. Good old Starfarer. Right, okay, on we go. No time to hang around. Okay, there's the bridge. Hopefully this one's got an... This one does have an engine. Good, because you can scavenge the engine for a lot of resources. Oh, hello. Shoot it. Good job, Heston. Okay, not sure what that room is, but fine. There's some more resources there, so that's good. Okay, that's life support. And there we go. Fine, we've found everything. Let's get you back. Let's salvage this. So, open salvage. Right, so here we go. Oh, that's better. It's more like it. So, lots of fuel rods, some food. We've got some complex components, some circuit boards, and it's actually not as good as I thought it would be. Not as good as I thought, but still, could be worse. So let's undraft the shuttle, send you back. Heston, you can be undrafted and have a little rest. So then we're going to scavenge that ship. Oh, as what's this? Who's this? Okay, so it's a friendly. Okay, let's see who it is because I can remember. So it's those guys. So they are the Android Collective. Yep, so people will actually travel around over time. So it might be if you start off alone in a node, people might jump in and say hello. Well, I say hello. Currently, I don't think they do anything. I could be wrong. Could I? Is there any way to talk? Bridge communications. I really want to work out if you can trade with people. I'm guessing it's probably not in at the moment. You can set that to trade. But then I don't think there's anything else you can do. Or maybe I just don't know what the hell I'm doing, which is highly likely. So we've got some food growing, we've got some resources going, and this is Space Haven, and it's really good, and it's in pre-alpha, and it's on Kickstarter. So if you like this kind of thing, it's very sort of Dwarf Fortressy, but in space with way better graphics. Oh, and from the sounds of what they want to add, it's going to be amazing. So if you like Dwarf Fortress and RimWorld and that sort of thing, this could be well up your street, especially if you like building your own spaceship like what I do. But that's where we're going to leave it, so thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.